so the closing remarks on ISPD. Oops, that's not. How can I get
you go to the left.
As you see, I'm not used to Mac OS. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, I mean, I think by now most people know me. So my name is Stefan Held. I'm the technical program chair of this year's ISPD and will be the general chair for the next ISPD. Let me quickly go through the agenda. So I will give some registration demographics first. Then I already received some questions about the today's special issue, and I will give an update on that and outlook for the next one. Then I will give an overview on the submission demographics for this ISPD. Then we will have the best paper awards. We have seen three nice talks for the three candidates. And eventually I will let you know where the next ISPD will take place. So registration demographics. So we have in total 95 participants, which is a good number. It's more than pre-COVID usually was. A little less than in Taipei, but that was an extraordinary high number. So we have 28.5% from academia, 17.9% students, and a lot of people from industry, 71.5%. So that was actually surprising me. That I mean, I was expecting maybe half or 1/3, 2/3, but it's really a lot of people from industry, and we appreciate that the industry is showing interest in this conference and sending their people. We have representatives from 8 countries. I mean, we are here in the US, so the US is clearly dominating the participation list. And then for the remaining countries, the percentage roughly corresponds also to the number of participants from the corresponding country. So I think there are 4 people from Taiwan, 3 from Korea, 3 from Hong Kong, 2 from Germany, 2 from China, 2 from the US minor outlying islands. I don't know who that is, and 1 from Singapore. Yeah, thank you so much for attending ISPD. I mean, without your participation, this conference, the symposium could not take place. And I think we had a great week or great days with great discussions. Yeah, thank you all. Before I forget that, I should also thank the sponsors, starting with ACM, which is the organization under which ISPD is taking place. But we have a lot of sponsors from industry. I think they will be listed on the next slide. Oh, sorry. They were shown in Gracieli's slide at least, but you should see them on the homepage. But without that money, we would have more difficulties to, or we would require higher participation fees. And we're very happy that we have so many companies sponsoring the event. Now I come to the special issue. So we have to apologize. We are a bit behind the schedule. We delayed the submission deadline last year in the summer. And then we got into kind of conflict. Normally we like to ask people from the TPC to review some papers, but when we were in that state, they were already busy reviewing the papers for ISPD, and that delayed everything a little bit. Don't be worried. We are, I think, now in the last steps. We are for some papers in the 3rd round of reviews, and when that is done, the special issue should be ready early this summer. We are planning a new special issue where the call for papers will be next year in the summer. It will not be as late as last year, so that we can more easily find more reviewers. But consider to prepare papers for next summer, roughly June, July. Then we have the ISPD submission demographics. So we had 64 abstract submissions. That is probably, I served in the TPC 8 times. I think that is probably the highest number I have ever encountered. So we are very happy about that. Eventually, 48 of them turned to be real papers that were submitted and that we were reviewing. It's the same number as last year. And that was a big upgrade from years before, where we got down to, I think, around 35 or something like that. So we are really glad that we have a large chunk of papers again. So there are 223 reviews, and eventually we accepted 18 papers. But I also have to say, the quality of all the papers was very satisfying. So I think there was no real poor paper, but of course at some point we have to make decisions, and we decided in the PBC for these 18 papers that we presented here. And you see here the demographics of these submitted paper authors, where ISPD, CDS, most authors are from the United States, but there are also a lot from China, Taiwan, and Hong Kong. Then we come to the Best Paper Award. So we had 3 candidate papers that were selected by the Technical Program Committee. First, they are shown here in the order they were presented here at ISPD. And in the session on acceleration, we have the paper Cypress VLSI-inspired PCB placement with GPU acceleration, authored by Nyansong Chang, Anthony Agnesia, Noor Spat, Yuval Lida, Shiru Zhang, and Haoxing Leng. They are all, that was a collaboration between Cornell and NVIDIA. Then in the session AI for chip design, we saw the HALO algorithm, and heterogeneous logic optimization framework by hierarchical clustering in graph learning, by Yang Pu, Fangzhou Liu, Zhulong He, Kieran Zhu, Hong Yang Hu, Ziyi Wang, Song Yi Hu, and Bai Yu from the Chinese University of Hong Kong and Fudan University. And please apologize, I might not pronounce the names the right way, but yeah, and the third candidate was in the session LLM for chip design. Lego size LLM-enhanced GPU-optimized sign-off accurate differentiable VLSI gate sizing advanced nodes by Yichen Lu, Kishore Kunal, Geraldo Padipta, Hongjian Liang, Ravik Kishore Bandikota, and Haoxing Leng. And let me announce the winner. The winner was selected by the steering committee, and selected was Cypress VLSI-inspired PCB. And I asked all the participants that are here to come to the front, and maybe also Iris and Roshelia. Yeah, and maybe before we come to the last point, the announcement of the next venue for ISPD. I would like to hand over another award for the organization committee member that is now leading the organization committee, named Iris. Extremely good job. We all enjoyed ISPD in Taipei last year.
It was supposed to be.
And yeah, maybe as we have all the OC members here listed, if you all show up for.
Yeah,
Yeah, and because ISPD last year in Taipei was such a great success, I was encouraged to hold ISPD next year, also not in the US, but in Bonn, Germany. That you can see here is a picture of Bonn. It will be somewhere in March. We will try to align that somewhat with the spring break here in the US. It all depends also on the room availability. Yeah, a few words on Bonn. So the mayor of Bonn, she now introduces to guests the city of Bonn as the city of Beethoven, who was born in Bonn and grew up there and composed his first pieces in Bonn, and the city of mathematics, because within Germany, Bonn is somewhat a stronghold of mathematics. There are also some companies based there that you may know, DHL and Haribo. The Bo in Haribo, that stands for Bonn. It was founded by someone named Hans Riegel Bonn. And I think it's also the city of design automation, because here you see the picture in the lower center, that is the Research Institute for Discrete Mathematics, where I'm working. And we collaborate for almost 40 years now with IBM on the design automation. And that is really the focus of almost everyone working in that institute. Around Bonn, there are diverse possibilities to do sightseeing. So we have on the nature side the Siebengebirge, which you see in the upper picture. And that contains a summit that is the most visited summit in Europe, with roughly 600,000 people going there every year. I mean, from the height you might argue it's not a real summit, it's just a small hill, but a lot of people come there. In the lower left you see what's known as the Petersberg. That is where after World War II, the Allies, they were sitting up there, the Americans and British and French, make sure that the Germans down in the valley in the city, which was back then the capital of Western Germany, behaved well. And lately there was the conference on Afghanistan in the early 2000s, and a lot of big politicians resided in that building. And in the lower right, you see in the nearby city of Cologne, that is the Cathedral of Cologne, which is on the other hand the most visited building in Germany at least. So there are opportunities to maybe extend your stay by 1 or 2 days into sightseeing. And a few more works about the Research Institute. So again, there is a picture. So we also have a museum in that building that was founded by also the founder of the Research Institute, Bernhard Korte. It originated in a collection of mechanical calculators, and we display in the lower left that is a calculator, essentially probably the first mechanical calculator by Blaise Pascal from 1642. But we also showcase the development of chips, so you can see some crystals, or we also have, it's not shown on this picture, the mirror from Zeiss that is used in EUV lithography. If you haven't seen something like that, you can see that in that building. And a few years ago, we had an exposition on design automation, or particular physical design automation, and we still show some things on that. But it's also a museum on art, as you can see in the upper left. So we concentrate, or collection is around constructive art, and often these constructive art pieces resemble a bit what we do in chip design with rectangular structures, and sometimes it looks like routing with DLC errors flagged or something. Yeah, I think it's a great opportunity to see that museum also for you there. That's it from my side. I hope to see you all next year in Bonn. And oh, yeah, sorry. I forget the most important thing, of course. Graciele did an awful good job to organize ISPD. Enjoyed this comfortable hotel here and all the, I think we had very smooth 3 days, and now looking forward to the trip. Is that correct? And maybe David, you also could. Oh, okay. Mostly, let's do that. Probably Graciele will give some instructions.
So thank you everybody for coming here. I think it was great to have all of you in Austin. We have our tour. We rushed a little bit this session so we could have a little bit more time. It's going to start around 12:20. If you can arrive earlier, just in the reception of the hotel, there is like the liability form everybody needs to sign. Basically, it's a US requirement before everybody leaves. We are going to have 2 buses. You can, if you are checking out the hotel today, you can leave your luggage in the lobby, like with the reception. Another option, if you need to get your luggage with you, they also have some space there. So in the bus. So those are the options. Yeah, and let me know if you have any questions. And thank you so much. Thank you for all the contributions. I think we have great discussions. And hope to see you all in Bonn next year.